Normally, I don't even collect McFarlane figures. I think these are some of the worst figures on the market. I understand the appeal because it's really the only way you can get some of these figures. But if you see the price on that box, you know why I bought it. I've been on record saying I only buy these things when they're really cheap or free. Unless I think the figure looks really good, then I will spend the $22, $23 on it. I've had experience with this body mold before because it's the exact same one they did John Stewart on. I will say though, I really do like the green paint they used. That metallic green is hitting on all the notes that I like for my paint job, so it's pretty sick. And it's cool how they got it on the boots too. That is where my admiration stops for this figure because I hate the limbs, the arms, and the legs look terrible. They're extremely long. He kind of has ape arms. You'll probably see it, or you've seen it if you have this figure, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Thought you could see the lantern on the ring, but you can't. Here's that wonky ass head sculpt with the windswept hair. I don't know. Some McFarlane, they just don't do it for me. So much the reuse, because every brand has reuse. It's the fact that they're just bigger than everything else and the limbs are extremely long. Here's the accessories it comes with. It comes with a boxing glove construct and a jetpack, which is kind of weird, honestly, to see a jetpack on a Green Lantern because they fly already anyway. I'm not really sure why he would need a jetpack or have to construct one. The boxing glove makes more sense because that's something he could use for fighting. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just a hater in me just not liking this figure. It makes me not like these accessories. I'm not really sure what else he could have came with, but like I said, I like the boxing glove. It looks cool. Also comes with a card. All McFarlanes come with this card. I think that's a nice touch. Gives you a little extra for what you're paying, and you get a little stand too, basic. And then here's the size comparison next to Superman. I do not like the fact that every one of these figures are the same height. Big issue with McFarlane is going to be the scale. They do not scale well with anything. They don't even scale well with themselves. They're usually all the same height, even if the character is like half a foot taller than the other guy. You can see Flash here has these long, elongated ass legs. Keep in mind, like I said, I buy these when they're really cheap or if I really like the character. I had the first McFarlane Flash and it was completely ass, so I wanted to get this second one to see if it was any better. And far as it goes, it is better than the first one, so that's a plus. But let's run through articulation because I forgot to put it before the size comparison. I did want to touch on a comment I got on one of my other videos. No hate to the guy who left the comment. He said he doesn't like the style because it's not raw. I can see where that thought would come from. But for me in my life right now, like the way my shit's set up, this is like the best way I can get reviews out. It just allows me to take a bunch of B-roll and do a voiceover, which I can do. I can literally do 4 videos a day like this. It's pretty much how I do my Instagram videos. I just wanted to try it on a YouTube, like longer form type of video, and I think it works pretty good. So for the foreseeable future, the videos will be like this. If this is just not something you like or not something you want to see, that's fine, but this is the best thing I can do for my situation currently. I did also throw some poses for this figure. Now, I will say posing it did make me like the figure a little more. This pose right here kind of made me want to keep this figure because I really like this pose. This classic Green Lantern style pose. And these flight poses are really clean too, I can't lie. Even this one, I like this like powering up type of pose. I don't know, I might keep this thing. But I did want to do a size comparison, like standing next to the other figures. And you can see the scale is crazy because Flash is taller than Superman and Superman is shorter than Flash and Green Lantern is shorter than everybody. Getting consistent scale, I think, is important, especially for certain characters like the Justice League. They're not all the same height. I would assume Superman will be the tallest of the bunch. Elongated limbs, you can see Superman has really big like monkey hands. Flash has a trigger hand. I'm not really sure why they make the decisions they make. One thing I noticed about the community is they love to give Marvel Legends shit for the things they do, but they seem to move the goalposts for McFarlane figures. Just because you can mod these to be better doesn't make them any better than like another brand. I think scaling and proportions wise, these are some of the worst figures you can get. I'm going to keep saying it. People wouldn't even buy these if there was other DC options besides Mafex. Or if Mafex was pumping out the same type of characters, we wouldn't need to get McFarlanes. The good news is Mattel got the license back, so the middle of 2026 that we should see some new figures, hopefully. If you really like McFarlane that much, then it kind of sucks they lost the license because you won't get these again, so buy them while you can. And we just got to hope that Mattel makes something viable. Hopefully they make it 6-inch scale so it can go with everything else. But my final thoughts on this figure is I really do like the paint. Paint and sculpt are two of the things that McFarlane is really good at, and it excels on this figure. If you can find it for $7, go ahead. Would I spend $25, $30 on this? No. But for $7, you can't go wrong. I have a link in the description to Bigbadtoystore. You're going to buy this shit anyway. You might as well use my link. The more stuff you get, the more stuff I get. So help me help you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Watch one of these other videos that are going to pop up on the screen, and I'm out.